Hey, thanks for showing up today. Joining me for the practice. Um, we're gonna do a pretty steady flow. Could get a little difficult at times, but hope you're up for it. Um, we'll begin very relaxed. So let's lay upon the back, and then we're gonna press the soles of our feet together, creating a butterfly position with the legs. And we'll begin to just work with the breath before entering into the flow. All right, I'll meet you there. You can place one hand upon the heart, the other upon the stomach, allowing the legs, the knees to gently release, drawing closer to the ground. Perhaps stretching through the spine, reaching the crown of the head a little taller. Bringing our awareness to the physical body in this moment. Let our intentions be strong and pure and focused. Allowing the mind to release any distractions, thoughts. As we come to the mat today, begin to create deeper inhales, longer exhales. Allowing the body just to release and become more and more relaxed. The mind following suit. Allowing yourself to let go of what may come. As your awareness draws into the present, into your physical body, and how it feels in the moment. So I'll take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale halfway through the nose and then hold. All the way. Hold. And let it out of the mouth. Exhale. We're going to repeat that. Inhale halfway through the nose. Hold. Inhale the rest of the way before holding at the top. Exhale out of the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose halfway. Hold. Inhale all the way. Hold. Exhale out of the mouth. When you reach the bottom of the exhale, we will hold our breath. Continue holding. Then inhale slowly through the nose. Really emphasize that slow inhale. And then hold at the top. You're going to exhale through the nose halfway before holding. Exhale all the air out. Hold at the bottom. Inhale through the nose slowly. Hold at the top. Exhale through the nose slowly. Hold halfway. Exhale all the air out slowly. Hold at the bottom. Inhale through the nose slowly all the way. Hold at the top. Exhale out of the mouth all the way. Inhale through the nose fully. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose fully. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose fully. Fill the lungs. Exhale out of the mouth. Empty them out. Inhale through the nose fully. Exhale, empty the lungs through the mouth. Begin to speed this up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Out through the mouth. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Expand the belly. Out. Lower the belly. In. Expand the belly. Out. Lower the belly. In. Expand the belly. Out. Lower the belly. In. Expand. Out. Retract. In. Expand. Out. In. Out of the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose, we reach the hands up over ourselves. Exhale through the mouth, holding the hands high. In through the nose. Exhale, we reach the hands over our head. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach longer. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale, reach long. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, elbows come down. Goal post arms with the hands. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release the breath. Begin to hold the posture as the breath comes back to normal breathing. Arms are in goalpost arms, legs remain the same, the knees are gently relaxing, drawing closer to the mat. Observe the body. Let's now draw the knees into our chest, hugging the knees gently. Now we can rock the legs side to side. Go as easy as your body is telling you needs to go. Grab the knees, create circles with the hips. You can start making the circles small and then gradually create larger circles with the hips, holding the knees with the hands, aiding the gentle movement. You can reverse the circle. Amazing. Let's bring the shins into a tabletop as if they're flat, raised up over the mat. Knees are bent. Let's reach the hands over the head. And then begin to gently stretch out the right leg, activating the core. The shoulders are upon the mat. Pressing strong through that right heel. Holding just for one more breath. And switching sides. Bend the right knee, left heel stretches out. Activating the core, lower back is drawing towards the mat. Shoulders are upon the mat. Core is activated. Fingers are reaching overhead. Switching sides, right heel stretches out. If you want to add a little more challenge, you could begin to lower that heel towards the mat. Hold for a moment. Then bend the right knee. Left heel stretches out long. Adding challenge, draw the heel towards the mat, hovering above the ground. Lower back maintains a drawing sensation towards the ground. Activating the core. Stretching through the fingertips. Bend the left knee. You can continue opposite sides or stretch both heels out. And lower those heels down for added challenge. Holding for a few moments. Stretching through the fingertips. Drawing the lower back towards the mat. You can switch sides if you're doing opposite sides. Holding, almost there. Bend the knees, bring the shins back into a tabletop. You can drop the heels down on the mat, bring the arms back to a goal post, and then let the knees fall over to the left side, gentle twist. And then over to the right side. Let's do that one more time. Drop them over to the left side. And then over to the right. Coming back to neutral spine, we're going to bring our knees up towards the chest. We're going to do a little rock forward and back, bringing the feet overhead, and then rocking up. Let's do a few rocks like that before coming onto our feet. Massaging the spine. Loosening up the back muscles. Do one more rock. We'll end up in a yogi squat. Toes facing towards the outside of the mat. Hands come into prayer. Press the knees out to your sides as you press into the palms. Stretch long through the spine. Take another breath here. Broadening the shoulders. And pressing into the feet. Let's reach the hands up towards the sky. Heel toe the feet either hips distance apart, or they can touch. Reach high and tall, and then exhale, bring hands to heart center. Just finding ourselves here for a moment, recognizing how the body feels today. Maybe it's the first time today that you have acknowledged the body and its senses. Just allow yourself to observe it for a moment. Amazing. Let's bring the feet just slightly outside of hips distance apart. You can point the toes to face slightly out towards the right and the left. Let's reach our arms out to our sides, palms facing down. Begin to create small micro circles with the palms, with those fingertips. You could bend the knees slightly if that suits you. We'll begin to create those circles a little bigger. Palms maintaining a downward direction. You can move faster if you'd like, or you can slow it down, being more intentional. Recognize the shoulders. Seeing if there's any popping, rubbing. Acknowledge those senses and make micro adjustments. Those things aren't bad unless they're causing pinching pain, then potentially ease out of it, working around it before moving into it. Let's make those circles now smaller, coming back to a starting position. And let's reverse the direction of the circle. We could flip the palms to face up. Slowly making the circle more large. Really exaggerate that reach backwards, opening up the front body. Let's begin to make those circles now smaller, coming back to the start. Awesome. Let's release our hands to our sides and then loosen up the knees, loosen up the arms. We're going to begin to gently twist the torso, allowing the arms to be limp. Allow the hands to cross over your sides, maintaining breath. You could then speed up the twists, allowing your arms to go further away from you. You could even lift off one heel and then the other, just creating a deeper twist. Lubricating the spine, removing a lot of lactic acid around. Maybe look up towards the ceiling, creating a little bit of a challenge with the balance. Let's begin to soften the twist, coming back to center. Let's heel toe the feet towards hip distance apart or toes together. Close the eyes for a moment and observe. Let's bend the knees slightly, reach the hands high to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, gently fold forward. Be gracious with that forward fold. Inhale slowly, we come into a flat back. Exhale, we step one foot back, then the other, we come into plank pose. Let's drop the left knee down, drop that right heel, reach the right hand up. Assisted side plank. If you're feeling ready, you can lift that left knee off the mat. Strong in the palm of the hand. Maybe reaching the hand up and over the head. Nice long line through the right heel, out of those right fingertips. Could drop the left knee down, right hand comes down, tabletop pose. Knees come up, we're back in plank. Inhale for a moment, exhale, chaturanga, coming onto our belly. Let's reach the right arm out, then begin to gently twist over, Reaching the left foot up and over the body, stretch long through that right leg. We're pressing that right shoulder blade down, opening up that right shoulder. Right palm is pressed against the floor. You can assist yourself in a deeper twist with the press of that left hand. Keeping a long spine. We're coming out of that twist. Cobra pose for a moment. Then press into the hands, knees, coming up into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a breath here for a moment. Let's roll forward into plank pose. Drop the right knee. Left heel finds the mat. Left hand up towards the sky. Assisted side plank. If you want to add the challenge, you could lift the right knee off the mat. Adding on, left arm reaches up overhead. Hold for another moment. Right knee drops down, left hand drops down. Coming back into a plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. We're going to reach the left hand out now. Press into the left palm. Left shoulder drops, finds the mat. We twist, opening up that left shoulder as the right foot finds the ground behind us. Nice long line, pressing through that left heel. Left palm is upon the mat or the ground. You press into that left palm just to add a deeper twist, a deeper stretch in that left shoulder. Amazing. We're going to come out of that twist now, finding ourselves in Cobra pose. You can press into the knees, press into the hands. We're coming up into downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to center yourself. Reconnect with the breath. Maybe sway the hips side to side. Walk out the feet. Now, if you're downward facing dog, your feet and hands are a little bit close together. Maybe step those feet back a little bit more for right now. What we're going to do is roll forward into plank pose. Back to downward facing dog. Roll forward again, plank pose. Back to downward facing dog. Let's begin to speed up the roll. Inhale, plank, exhale, downward facing. Inhale, plank, exhale, downward facing. Inhale, plank, exhale, downward facing. As we go back and forth, remember to keep the palms fully planted on the mat. Biceps are rotating towards each other in the plank, up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Recognize that shoulder mobility. And stretch through the hamstrings as the heels potentially might reach closer down towards the mat. Hips go high. Now let's come back, hold downward facing dog. Left foot now reaches up towards the sky, parallel that left shin with the mat. Right foot is fully planted. We hold that left foot high. Left knee towards the chest. Exhaling. Inhale, reach that left knee up, that left heel up towards the sky. Exhale towards the chest. Inhale towards the sky. One more time. Exhale towards the chest. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale, we plant the left foot between the hands. Coming up, crescent lunge. Rotate that right hip externally as the right hip stretches down and out. We lift up through the torso. Reach through the fingertips. Press strong in that left foot. So now drop the right heel, coming into warrior two. Stretch through the palms of the hands. Gonna reach the left palm out. Drop the left hand down, either the inside or outside of that left foot. Reach the right arm up and overhead, coming into side angle. Find the position. Left knee is rotated out. We want it pointing out towards those left toes, but usually it tends to rotate in so much that intention of rotating out definitely helps with that alignment. Lifting that left hip up higher, bringing it back in alignment with that right hip. Equal distance from the mat. Stretching through the right hand, out through the right foot. Then we're going to come up. Reverse the warrior. Left knee is still bent. Let's hold here, reverse warrior. Find the place where our feet are fully planted. We're not kinking the lower spine. We're stretching through and up the upper body. Maybe the hips lower down deeply. And then we're coming back to side angle. Left hand plants. Right hand reaches up and over. Reverse the warrior. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. One more time. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Reach those hands nice and strong. Find the length through the torso. Reach through the hands, out of the arms. Begin to rotate the hips. You could adjust the back foot if needed towards the front of the mat, coming into warrior one. Right toes are still facing at an angle towards the right side. Lower the hips, reach the hands higher. Straighten out that left leg, then fold forward from that left hip crease over that left leg. Finding ourselves in triangle pose. If your hands are on that left leg, try not to put too much weight upon the leg. You don't want to press that knee in any sort of way down towards the mat. You want to stretch that leg long. Now let's reach the right heel towards the sky, bending the left knee, planting the hand strong. Left leg goes back in plank pose. Exhaling chaturanga. Inhale cobra or upward facing. Exhale downward facing dog. It's good work. A lot of movement. Focused intention. And some strength was needed there. Now we're going to move that flow onto the other side. And we're then past the peak of the practice. We'll begin to move down from there. So let's be strong, present, and intentional for the rest. Right foot reaches off the mat. Stretch through that right heel. Hands are planted strong. Could rotate the biceps just slightly more towards the sky. Maybe bringing those shoulder blades down the back. Let's bring the right knee towards the chest, exhaling. Inhale back towards the sky. Exhale towards the chest. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale towards the chest. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale towards the chest. Last time. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale, plant the right foot between the hands, coming into crescent pose. Connect with the breath. Find your presence. Observing the body in the moment while we're here. We're going to drop the left heel down towards the mat. Left toes point at an angle towards that left side. Hands come out to find warrior two. Could always notice that in all these positions, the more aware we become, the more we notice how there's always something we could adjust to move deeper into the posture. This is similar to life. Let's reach the right hand forward. Could drop that right palm inside or outside the right foot, coming into side angle. I've noticed that a lot of times I can become distracted, chasing something that isn't in my life because I believe that I need it. However, when I bring my attention and awareness back to the present, I realize that there's so much more that I can do, so much more that I can change, just utilizing that which I've been given already. That there is no need to go chasing something else, when all I need to do is become aware of what I've been given. Let's come up into reverse warrior, reaching that right hand up and over the head. There's always more creativity to be unlocked. One is just needed to enter into a conscious presence of what he or she has been given. And once they become aware, they're able to utilize that which they've been given, furthering the benefit of that tool or that resource, that environment, wherever they are. We're now going to flow this, coming forward into side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, dropping the hand down, reaching the left over. Coming back up, looking towards the sky. Exhale, reaching over. Reaching up high. Exhale, last time, reaching over. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale, coming back into Warrior 2. Find your steady strength. Your present awareness. Adjust that left foot, maybe come in with it slightly. Then rotate the hips. Rotate the torso, finding Warrior 1. Deepening the hips, bending that right knee a little more. Strong and straight through the torso. Straighten out through that right leg. Fold over that right hip crease. We're almost there. Coming into the home stretch. Maintain an inner awareness. Pressing in to the balls of the feet, the big toe, the middle toes, and the pinky toe. Flip the left heel up, bend the right knee, plant the hands, coming back, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last downward dog of the practice. Let's reach the hips high, really stretch through that back body. Inhaling. Exhale, walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deeply. Bend the knees, coming up with the hands. Bend back slightly, finishing the inhale, exhale, palms to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment and observe. Let's heel toe the feet out, close to the edges of the mat. Point our toes towards the sides, angling the heels in, coming down into yogi squat. Sitting deeply, stretching long through the spine. Even bounce the hips here slightly. Maybe leaning side to side. Let's drop the left palm, plant it upon the ground, reach the right arm towards the sky. It's our final twist. Remember to reach long and tall through the crown of the head and lengthen through the spine. Plant the right hand down, reach the left hand up. Spinal twist. Bring the left hand down. Let's plant our hands behind us, aiding us as our hips drop back down to the mat. Fingertips point towards the front of the mat. Hands are just probably 10 inches behind our hips. We're going to press into the heels, lift through the activation of the glutes, the back body, the back side of the thighs, pressing into the palms of the hands. Neck is long and strong, keeping the head lifted. Just a couple more breaths here, maybe really activating the glutes, lifting the pelvis a little higher. One more breath. And exhale, we release the hips down. Let's bring our heels, soles of the feet together. And we're going to lower ourselves down to finish out where we started. Reclined butterfly pose. You can place one hand upon the heart and the other upon the belly. We take one more breath, just sigh it all out. Now let's just scan the body for a moment, recognizing if there's any tension, where that's at. So we start with the feet. Feel how they're pressed together. Not actively, but more passively. Almost as if they're leaning on each other for strength. And then our awareness travels up our legs towards the knees, and we recognize how the knees begin to soften, and gently lower towards the ground. Bringing our awareness to our hips, allowing them to relax, allowing them to be at ease, not fearing the drop of the knees. Recognizing the lower back, allowing it to relax. Allowing the abdomen to relax. The upper back to relax. And the shoulders to relax. Allow the palms of the hands to lay heavy upon the body. Allowing the arms to let go of any tension. Allow the neck, jaw, the muscles in the face, and the head to be relaxed. You could bring the knees together and gently let the legs fall out, the hands to fall to our sides. Coming into corpse pose. Observing the body one last time. Thank you for joining me. And I pray that you will see all the things that you can utilize for your benefit. Things that aren't sought after or obtained, that are already in one's presence. Namaste.